Have you ever been accused of something that you haven't done? It's a profound feeling, followed by sadness, rage, or shock. Queerly, there are children being accused of war crimes. This is Hind Rajab, a 6-year-old Palestinian girl. On 29th January 2024, Hind was on a call with the Red Crescent for more than 3 hours, seeking and crying for help, while being stuck in her family car filled with her family members' corpses, along with tanks attacking and surrounding her. When 2 paramedics were sent to save Hind, hope was reaching its very peaks until the loss of connection between Hind and the 2 paramedics and Red Crescent, following the loss of contact with with Hind. 12 agonizing days later, Hind's body, along with the 2 paramedics, were found among her family members, with the ambulance crushed, predicted to have been run over by a tank. Hind Rajab is one of the 13,000 plus Palestinian children who have been killed since the October 7th, 2023. Now, why is October 7th so significant? Well, on this day, Hamas, the Islamic Resistance Movement organization controlling the Gaza Strip, had breached the Israel-Gaza barrier, attacking civilian communities and military bases. Israel furiously counterattacked this by declaring a state of war on Gaza, tightening the already existing blockade on Gaza, and launching one of the most severe, relentless bombardments in the modern history. Israel has several phrases that it states in order to justify its acts, including, well, this is self-defense. Palestinians are Hamas's human shields. Hamas was located on the specific location, so we attacked or bombed that area, but instead they killed civilians. And the most famed phrase, Hamas started it first. Well, did Hamas really start it first? Or is there a history that is required to be studied before further justification? Going back through history, Palestine was a land ruled by the Ottoman Empire during the 1800s. In the year 1840, only 3,000 Jews made up the population of Palestine. As years passed by, Jewish immigration to Palestine increased, with the help of affluent sponsors such as the Montefiore and the Rothschild family, increasing the Jewish settlements. After the First World War and the fall of the Ottoman Empire, Palestine was colonized by the Britain through the British Mandate for Palestine. This mandate being issued, before it, only 6% of the population living in Palestine included Jews. However, after this mandate being issued, there was a drastic escalation of the population of Jews from 6% to 33%. There was a progression of purchases of land along with the Jewish immigration to Palestine, with the excuses of saving Jews from Nazis or wanting to develop the land of Palestine. However, this had dire consequences for the Palestinian owners. An example is the purchase of the Marj bin Amir region of the northern Palestine, which was sold in hopes for the development of the land. However, this had led to dark and detrimental effects for the thousands of Palestinian farmers who were coerced to leave their land. Additionally, it is assessed that more than 60,000 Palestinians were forced to leave their own land. Finally, in the year 1948, on 14th May, the State of Israel declared its establishment and independence. However, on this same day, Palestinians know it as the Al-Nakba, or the catastrophe. This establishment of state had led to the expulsion of at least 750,000 Palestinians, including the capture of the 78% of the historic Palestine, leaving the 22% to be divided into two Palestinian territories, the West Bank and the Gaza Strip. Soon, Palestine was succumbed into further crumbles of territories. These are the series of massacres that have been occurring and occurred even before the year 1948. This signifies the fact that this did not start on October 7th. This issue has been going on for 75 years. While Israel claims to be targeting Hamas militants and other Palestinian militants, it is ceaselessly bombing and terminating thousands of innocent lives in the Gaza Strip. There are countless of cases that can be studied, and one of the cases is the explosion of the Al Ahli Arab Hospital on the 17th October 2023. This explosion had killed at least 500 people among the medical staffs and patients, which were mostly women and children. While Israeli Defense Forces claim it to be a misfire from Gaza to Israel, it turns out that during the instant of the explosion, there were no operations of launching rockets taking place from Gaza. This hospital is one of the 26 out of 36 hospitals that have been bombed or annihilated till now. Another case is the martyrdom of a one-day-old infant, Uday Abu Mohsen, whose death certificate was issued before his birth certificate by the Israeli bombardments on 29th October 2023. It is estimated that more than 40% of the 2 million population of Palestinians living in the Gaza Strip is made up of children under the age of 18. Yet, the death and suffering of these children are also ignored. But the world had roared over an AI-generated Israeli burnt infant that the Prime Minister of Israel, Netanyahu himself, had posted. Going back to our topic's question, is the current war occurring in Gaza a genocide or self-defense? Well, according to the UN's present convention, genocide means any of the following acts committed with the intent to destroy in whole or in part of a national, ethnical, racial, or religious group, including killing the members of the group, which Israel is committing it daily. In a sense, it is crucial to be aware of a few facts, including the fact that this is not a mere political crisis. This is a humanitarian crisis that originates from a political scheme. This is not a religious war between Muslims and Jews. There are humans who have faith in Christianity, Judaism, and other faiths, but are from Palestine. It is not a Hamas versus Israel as it is claimed to be. It is a war between Palestinians versus an apartheid state. It is not anti-Semitic to support against war crimes. Zionism is a political scheme and a program that contradicts to the religion of Judaism. Additionally, it is very crucial to raise your voice for such individuals who are voiceless, especially through social media platforms that can enhance the knowledge of masses in a few minutes. Also, please educate yourselves before judging further about this crisis. There are innocent lives being terminated due to an accusation that they themselves are unaware of. Finally, if the applied justice is not brought on the table, the values of human rights, justice, freedom, and the rules of law would turn into nothing but a slogan, a marketing blurb. Thank you so much for your attention, and I'd like to give special thanks to Mrs. Dai, our dear principal, Mrs. Hosseini, the head of our research department, Mrs. Zolfagari, who helped me in my speech, my supervisor, Dr. Sohail Ahmed, and to ISCTALK for making it possible for us to convey our message on the stage. Thank you so much.